Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is Making It Happen with Mary and I am Mary. In today's video, y'all, well, wait a minute. First of all, happy Sunday. I hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend. What did you guys do this weekend? Anything fun? Definitely let me know in the comments down below. I love to hear what you guys are up to, like what kind of fun things you did, where you're traveling to, what you did, where you went, who you saw. I love hearing it. I kind of live vicariously through you guys sometimes. Yeah. But anyway, in today's video, we're going to be talking about another return from Bath & Body Works for summer semi-annual sale. It is Fall in Bloom. Love that they kept the packaging the same. I think it's absolutely stunning. Kind of like the same thing that they did with Dream Bright. And y'all, I am happy to report that she has not changed. She has not changed. Performance, smell, everything is the same. I will say from this one, I probably get about 3.5 hours worth of wear. Again, like with Dream Bright, I'm sure with the cream or the body cream or the lotion, you probably will get longer wear out of it. But I love her with just the spray, baby, because I love to layer. I love to layer with all kinds of different scents. Your girl is a little cray-cray, because I probably will wear up to 5 or 6 different scent combos a day. I know that sounds nuts, but I just can't get enough of it. It is my passion. My passion, babe, my passion. All right, let's talk about Fall in Bloom. Oh, wait a minute. Before I get too much further, y'all be really showing up and showing out for Bare and Bougie over at Banger Beauty by Mary. Y'all really fell for this collection, and I'm like, damn. I love making stuff that you guys love. So if you have not had a chance to go check out Bare and Bougie, make sure you do that. We did restock Tide and Temptation. All the summer lip glosses were restocked. I know there are some things that are already out of stock already. I'm working on another restock in the next couple of weeks. But what's left over there, honey, you better run. You better run. All right, let's get into this video. Fall in Bloom. Love this scent, first of all. I was very happy to see they were bringing her back because she is a staple for fall, in my opinion. Scent notes are Juicy Plum, Wild Blooms, and Velvet Moss. I absolutely adore this, and I've said this so many times. I do believe this is the closest thing they have ever put out as almost a spot-on dupe for Burberry Her. I will not be comparing Burberry Her to her today because I've done it so many times in the past. I have new comparisons for y'all that I know you've been aching to hear about. I know you have. I love this though because it definitely has a fall vibe to it. You definitely get plum. The plum in it smells like a juicy, ripe plum that's just bursting, ready to get bitten. I'm telling you, every time I smell this, I feel like I want to eat a plum. Scent does something to me, y'all. It just really does. You get this beautiful, like, fall bouquet type of a floral vibe. It's not spring, it's more fall. It has this, like, tiny bit of spiciness to it. And then you get this velvet moss, which is kind of like an earthen feel to it. It makes it much more grounded. It gives it that fall vibe even more. I love moss as a scent note in fragrances because it does give it this like earthen, heady type of a vibe, and I love that. It definitely is sweet, but still like this slightly spicy floral along with that headiness of the moss, and it's perfect for fall. Yes, I absolutely love this one. Highly recommend it. But let's get into the new comparisons, shall we? I will do one that I've talked about in the past because I feel it deserves to be talked about again. And this is the one that people used to compare it to quite a bit, Gingham Gorgeous. I remember when Gingham Gorgeous dropped and people were like, that's it. This is like Fall in Bloom. This is like Fall in Bloom. And I'm like, when I smelled it, I was like, oh, no. This is very different. Scent notes on Fall in Bloom is pink strawberries, peach nectar, and peony blooms. I do love this scent. It is absolutely beautiful. You get a beautiful, like a wild strawberry note. It's not too candied. It's not too jammy. It's kind of like that wild sun-soaked strawberry. I do get a tiny bit of peach in here, but the only thing I don't like, the one thing I would complain about with this scent is peach can sometimes come across a little bit skunky, and It's very, very slight, but my nose does pick it up. It's the slightest skunky vibe with that peach that's in here. But again, it's so slight, I don't think a lot of people would necessarily pick that up. And I haven't heard a lot of people actually say that when talking about Gingham Gorgeous. Like hardly at all. I definitely pick up peony in this, but now I'm wondering now, since I said that to a lot of y'all, if you go and smell Gingham Gorgeous, you're gonna be like, oh my God, it does have that. I hope I didn't ruin that for none of y'all. But it is pretty. I love it. It's bright. It's definitely very springtime. It's like kind of like bright spring floral with some strawberry and peach. This is all the way fall all day long, babe, for 100%. It's definitely got a darker, deeper vibe to it. These are 100% different. Are they in the same scent family? Yes. I would say that this is like the spring version of this scent, whereas this is the fall version of this scent, if that makes sense. They're kind of similar in ways, but they definitely have their own differences that make them unique. Now, the two new comparisons I definitely have to talk about, because I've seen this on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I've seen it on Reddit subthreads. A lot of people saying that this smells very similar to Strawberry Flirt, which we all know is the dupe of Strawberry Letter by Fleur. I love this scent. I wasn't the biggest fan. Well, I shouldn't say that. I wasn't as in love with it as I am now, but I still stand by one thing. I think this is better than Strawberry Letter by Fleur. Absolutely. Damn. It's strawberry jam, vibrant poppy, and cotton candy musk. You definitely get a strawberry jam note in here, which is beautiful. It's not too sweet. And they say cotton candy musk, but it's more like a musky sweetness, kind of like that same muskiness that's in Velvet Sugar, like that kind of like, or Pink Sugar by Aquilina. That same like sweet musk is in here. But the poppy note in here is beautiful, and it kind of ties it all together in comparison to Fall in Bloom. I will say this, when you smell them side by side, this actually smells a little, you get that cotton candy note just a tiny bit more. It definitely is sweeter in ways than Fall in Bloom. The strawberry jam note is definitely more discernible when you smell them side by side, as well as the plum note in here, which makes them absolutely different. Would they layer well? Hell yes. In fact, baby, I highly recommend that you do, because these two together, which I did try it already, these two together are fabulous, 100%. It's like the perfect vibe of fall meets summer. Oh God, I love it. I love it. I love it. But are they the same? No. Now, the last one that I'm going to compare it to abso-frickin-frackin-lutely is All Eyes on Her. This is supposed to be duping see, there I go again. You know I'm excited. Burberry Her Elixir is what this is supposed to be duping. At least that's what the majority of the consensus has been. Scent notes Scent notes are ripe blackberry, bold jasmine, and velvety sandalwood. This is a gorgeous scent, y'all. And I'm kind of kicking myself for not getting another backup of this. I think on my journeys in the next week or so here, and I better get my ass in gear and do it and pick one of these up. This is beautiful. Like, it really is beautiful. You definitely get that blackberry note. This has grown on me as well quite a bit since it first came out. The jasmine is beautiful in it. The sandalwood with that jasmine is like the perfect, well-balanced combination. Not one note is heavier than the other. It's stunning. It's kind of like a little bit of a deeper, darker jasmine mixed with the sandalwood. The jasmine gives it enough sweetness with that blackberry where the sandalwood doesn't have an opportunity to overpower it. You still pick up sandalwood in it, but it's not overpowering sandalwood. Damn, it's good. Damn, it's good. But in comparison to Fall in Bloom, Oh, God. I bet you the two of these would layer absolutely beautifully, too. See, the velvet moss that's in Fall and Bloom definitely makes this one a bit more grounded, a bit more of an earthen smell, whereas All Eyes on Her is a tad sweeter. A tad sweeter, a tad airier. There's almost like, when you smell this enough, I feel like there's almost a little bit, and I know this is going to sound strange, but a tiny bit of almost like a lactonic, ozonic smell. Slightly, ever so slightly creamy, and there's no creamy factor in here. There's no ozonic, like fresh vibe. This is definitely very earthen, very grounded, fall in bloom, ironically. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe I said that. That really is what that smells like, to be honest. So in comparison, this is definitely sweeter in ways. It's airier, a bit more brighter. And like I said, this definitely has an earthen touch, that earthen base to it with that moss note, and it's absolutely stunning. These layer probably beautifully together. I highly encourage you to try it. But yeah, that is my complete updated review and comparison of Fall in Bloom. What did you think of her? I definitely want to know in the comments down below, especially if you've never smelled it before. I love to hear first-time takes on it. Make sure you get over to Banger Beauty by Mary. Check out the Bare and Bougie collection. Mermaid elixirs are restocked. We have the shower gels, the Banger Suds are still in stock right now. As well as, like I said, all the lip glosses, everything from Tide and Temptation, Banana Bay, Caramel Current, Ripe and Reckless. Y'all, if you have not checked out Tide and Temptation as well, honey, you are missing out on something fabulous over there. Honest to God, honest to God. But other than that, you guys, we are at my favorite part. Like, comment, subscribe, and ding the bell so you're alerted every single time your girl uploads. And I will see you in the next one. All right, you guys. Bye-bye.